Hello one and all, this is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's Valheim video. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showing you a tip of how to teleport your stuff to wherever you live. Okay, now I do go through my comments. I tend to reply to 99% of the people. 1%, you know, it's jargon, it's trash, stuff that you don't worry about. I remove it anyway. But all the stuff that people comment down below are tips for other people as well. And I look at those and I go, I wonder if anyone's actually made this. And I actually look into that person's suggestion. I go through YouTube and see if it's coming up in it. And if it hasn't, then I credit that person. And I can't remember who gave me this idea, but I've seen it in several other places as well, and I'm going to have a chat to you about it today. So, we all know in Valheim you cannot teleport with specific items, mainly ores. Copper, tin, iron, you name it, it won't go through a teleporter. There are two ways of doing this. Number one, get a mod. From nexusmods.com, there's a link in the description box below. Sign up for an account, it's free. You can get your mods for Valheim, and you're able to teleport through the mystical teleporters with elements on you that you are not normally allowed to teleport with. But, shh, no one's supposed to know. Yeah, it's one of those things. So another thing you could do is do what one person suggested. I can't remember his name, but I do credit him for this. Again, I'm really sorry if I can't remember your name. If you're watching this video, please, in the comments section below, just say, it was me! And yeah, it's all good. So whoever suggested to me, that's the person. So, to put this into perspective, the person I spoke to, well, the person who left a message said, him and his friends basically left a forging area near a swamp land. Now, if you look at the way the maps go, they're completely randomly generated, and sometimes, just sometimes, next to a swamp biome, you can find these little islands, and this is what I would suggest. I would suggest taking one of these little islands and turning it into a forge island. So when you're going through a swamp and you're looking for iron, or you're looking for tin and copper and bits and pieces when you go into the Black Forest, what you should be doing is looking for a way of teleporting this stuff to your main base. Now, the problem with teleporting is that you're not allowed to teleport like raw items, and that sucks, right? That's just one of those things in this game that's a little bit sucky. So, I was recommended to build one of these. Now, as you can see, this is a forging room. So what I can do here is I can burn wood into the kiln, I can forge my iron or my ores into bars, and then I can put them into the forge and I can make equipment here. Now, as I can't remember the guy's name, but he basically said that him and a couple of friends built a little hut like this one, and they basically did it so you could teleport the stuff you make through the teleporter, which is clever thinking. Instead of making an hour or two boat trip back, an hour. Look, to put this into perspective, right, when I sailed my boat from here, right, from here all the way round this land and all the way up to here, that took me an hour and a half. Of what I should have done was just walk across there and then built a new boat, but I decided, hey, I'm going for an explore, and it took me an hour and a half to travel that far in my boat. Now, to cut down on travel times, I technically should have just gone, screw it, I'll just make a teleporter. But I didn't have it at the time. To make that trip every single time just to take a couple of slots of iron back is ridiculous. And this is probably your best bet, okay? So, the idea you need to go for right now is go and get yourself a bronze axe. Copper and tin from the Black Forest. Go and make yourself a bronze axe. Go and chop down a couple of birch trees, which are in the meadow. They could be next to your base. They're the silver ones, right? Make sure you can make these things. Go and kill a couple of greylings. Take their eyes. Go and get a searchling cube from a tomb, and make one of these. And make a forging room like this near areas that you want to be going backwards and forwards to. Black Forest, plains, and Black Forest, plains, and the swamp biomes are definitely needed an actual forging place like this. The reason why is because, well, it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so you look for a way of keeping it safe. Now, what I tend to do is I tend to look at ways of keeping things away from the main biome, and keeping a little like channel between me and the biome itself. So what I did with this is I made a set. I cut into the ground here so it's a little bit deeper. I offset my steps so enemies can't get up, and I basically made it high enough that when the sea is rough, it doesn't get up that high. Okay, so I took all that into consideration. These are all things that you need to consider when making basically a forging house. And this will help you cut down your travel times, it will help you cut down the forging times, and like I said, if you can do it all in here and then take it back to your base, then it just cuts down on everything. It makes the game shorter for you, yes, but you don't have to keep shipping backwards and forwards doing all that stuff. And like I said, all the comments that came in about this, like this one thing, it was like, why didn't I think about this before? And it just helps, it really does. Having this as a way of getting all your stuff back to your main base or wherever you guys are hanging out, it is a proper way of keeping yourself going. And yeah, I would highly recommend it. I really would, because traveling for an hour with a couple of bits of iron on a boat sucks. And if you can cut down that journey by making a little forge hut that you can bring stuff through the teleporter without using mods, then it's all good, right? Cut down on that time, make the game more enjoyable for you. Because sometimes doing those travels is just nightmarish. So thank you very much for kicking by. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have liked this video, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below for all of the updates. And I'll be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else I do on this channel. If you have liked it, it's all good. I'll see you all in another one. Peace out, have fun, and enjoy everything you guys do. Bye-bye for now.